Hey, what's up? So in this new series, we'll be looking at a tool called snowpack. Snowpack is a front-end build tool designed for the modern web. It's an alternative to much more complex bundlers like Webpack. And this is very important. Snowpack leverages JavaScript native module system known as ECMAScript modules to avoid unnecessary work and stay fast no matter how big your project grows. So before we actually start looking at snowpack concepts and how it works, we should definitely understand what are ECMAScript modules. A lot of people call them web modules. I think that make much more sense, especially in this context. So I'll just call them web modules. So yeah, I think the first video will be just learning about web modules, and I will try to make it as fast as possible, at the same time understandable. So this is actually the documentation for the web modules. This is the syntax to import stuff. As you can see, I think we are all familiar with it. No one have never written something like this. So you just basically import anything you want from any module. This module can be on your machine relative to the current file being executed, or it could be a CDN, and I will show you both cases. And actually, this module system supports dynamic imports, and this will return, in this case, a promise. So, and if you scroll down to the end, you'll see that the support is really good. Only Internet Explorer does not support it, which I think it's fine. So yeah, so let me show you. I think this is very I think you can say it's very modern, at least now. So yeah, let me show you the current state of the web. So first thing, let's define my bad. Let me remove everything, format the code, and this is the fresh start. So I have just a plain HTML file, nothing important inside of it. And this is my folder structure. So to start using web modules, let me try to import first thing Lodash using the import statement. No CDN, just the import statement. So copy URL, and let me go here and put a script tag, and I will import Lodash like this. But this won't actually work. Let me show you that this won't work. But I'm using a live server. It's an extension in VS Code. This will serve my static files as using a server. So I'll just hit go live, and we have it here. So go to the inspect. You should see an error. So can't use import statement outside a module. So we need to specify, or we need to tell our browsers that, hey, this code is a JavaScript module, so treat it as such, so we can use import or export statements. It's very easy. You just go here and type module, and now that's it. Now no errors. And if you go to the network tab, hit JavaScript to filter only JavaScript file. As you can see, we can see the Lodash file have been loaded, which is very interesting. But the thing that I don't like about this is we have now Lodash globally available. I don't like this. Yeah, but yeah, actually we just loaded a module, and it's that easy actually. But usually you won't write your code inside a script tag, you will split it, right? So let me show you how we can do this inside this file. So the important statement will stay the same. And let me just put a simple code just to tell us that this thing have been actually working. So console log underscore, which means Lodash.map. I will map this object by this function. It really doesn't matter, but I just want to show you that this actually works. And I will format the code. So let's go here and import that file. Type module will stay the same, so the browser will actually deal with this. And go here and put source equal, go to source JavaScript, index JavaScript, and this will actually still work. As you can see, we have the mapped object as an array, and we have Lodash have been loaded. This will still work. Yeah, I think the next thing that I want to show you is how we can actually split our code in much more complex way. I think much more realistic way is the better word. I will create another file called functions like this, and I will just cut the code here and paste it here and convert this into a function and export it. So export const map data, and this will be a function that just execute console log, and let's import it here. And this is, let me just show it to you. If I did this, let's go to the browser, this won't work. If you type into, or if you click on the red text here, it will show it retains 404, and this is actually the path that it tries to access. So let's paste that. As you can see, it's 404, but if you type to JS, you will get it. So this is something to remember. Usually if you are dealing with React or Angular, this will actually make sense and it will work because of Webpack, but in the web modules, you need actually to put the extension. You need to put the full file name like this. And now, as you can see, functions have been loaded like this, and the console log still works. I hope this was clear, but basically you need always to specify the full file name. You can't just put it like that. And yeah, I think that will be it. This is the main idea. You can use this kind of stuff, but still, if I created an npm project, so npm init-y, so we have our package.json. So let's install maybe jQuery. Sorry, npm install jQuery. So let's try to import anything from the node modules inside our web modules that we created. So import $sign from jQuery. So let's see what will happen. As you can see, we have some errors. We can't do it actually. We can't do it. So let's try to give it a full path. So let's go and go outside again. Node modules, jQuery. I think we have this jQuery like this. And this actually won't work as well. And even if somehow you were able to import it, most likely these packages will be written in a common JS syntax, and the browsers won't understand that. It will only understand ESM modules, which are web modules. And this is actually where snowpack comes in very handy. So snowpack, one of its features, it will convert everything you are using from the node modules into a web module. So we can actually do this and it will work normally like a web module. So this is one of the main features in snowpack. So I think that's enough. But I have a repo actually for this code. Let me show it to you. So the current example that I showed you, it's inside this folder called ESM. I actually had it like, I created much more, I just created more examples. This is actually the index file, and as you can see, it's very different. You can come here to see much more realistic or much more complex example. Here I'm using React actually, without any tool, just React. Yeah, I'm just importing React DOM and React, and just dealing with it with no problem, without any tool. But the only thing you need to see that inside my index.html, I have imported Babel.js, and this is the script tag that I have. It's a type text Babel and data type module. Babel will actually catch that and do anything it needs to do for this JSX so the browser can understand it. But yeah, I think an example just like this is more than enough. I just showed you how web modules actually work, and this is I think it makes sense for most of us how this works, because we are used to it if you are dealing with any kind of framework in the recent years. So yeah, I think in the next videos I will show how we can deal with node modules with snowpack, how we can start a dev server. We will see how we can build it, how we can deal with React, Sass, and I will try to I will try just to cover every important detail that I can find. But I think this is a very good, or at least a decent introduction to modules. And yeah, just remember that we are not using anything, any tool, anything. So everything here is just native. Yeah, and bye-bye.